Well, hello everybody. My name is Vlad. I'm the owner of SDR Performance, and I'm here with Jeremy Friedman, the owner of the red Lamborghini Performante
Hello.
that we took to TX2K 2025, and it's been one hell of a journey for us since it was the first time out with the car. What do you think, Jeremy? How did it go?
Went awesome. Had a blast.
I wish it would go smooth and nice without the issues, but this is not the case, and the people who race clearly know what I'm talking about. The issues developed on Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday night we lost fuel system pressure, fuel pressure from. This is one. It's how it's supposed to look. This is the one that we were losing the pressure on. The fuel system grommet, and I had to fix it on Monday. It's been stressful. We weren't sure if we're gonna go. We weren't sure if we're gonna find the part. The plan was to get the parts from AMS or T1 or whoever we can get the parts from. Ended up fabbing my own crap that apparently working better than stock.
That issue is not coming back up.
As long as we didn't have that same issue coming back up, we good. But anyway, I had to range on the car for 16 hours on Monday to Sunday to no, Monday to Tuesday, and we did fire the car up 11:30 p.m. and we were supposed to head out at 8 a.m. So yeah, it's been stressful moment right there. We made it to Texas on Tuesday night, right? We
Yeah, we
were
got in at
with
about 9.
1320 guys. They were on the way with us. We were on the way with them, and we started testing the car on Wednesday morning. Okay, tell us, Jeremy, how did that go?
Well, we got it off the trailer. It fired up without any issues. Got lined up to make my first pass. We got going at about 130 miles an hour. The back end of the car started wobbling wildly. I had to let out because I've learned the hard way. You don't fight the car. We pulled back in the pits, did some log checks. Everything was working right. So we made another pass, got a little higher in the RPM range. Same result, made a third pass, and we went back in the pits and parked it and figured that we really had to figure something out. Could it be the suspension? Could it be the alignment? We thought about everything, but nothing really made sense. It turned out we got some tips from one of the shop owners next to us that we should check the tires, which are great tires, but they're not great tires for my particular platform. We were using Hoosiers. Vlad can tell you what kind.
DR2.
But they did not do very well with all the mid-engined weight over the rears. They were fine on the street and actually hooked up like champions, but on the track, the extra weight caused them to get squirrely.
Those tires, they have a soft sidewall, and on a high horsepower car that squat a lot, it's an issue because that sidewall can hold the weight of the car squatting. On the street, when the traction control interrupts all the time and it doesn't squat as bad, it's okay. We were doing sub 3 second pulls, 6130, and low 2 seconds, 100 to 150, but at the track we could not get near to those numbers, and it was impossible to drive the car for over. Well, I think your best on these tires was 137.
Yeah, I went faster than that, but I had to let out. I think the fastest I got was up to
140.
about 145, and I'd let out. I felt like I was doing the truffle shuffle the whole way down the big end.
Anyway, we were lucky because Mickey Thompson reps at the track had our size for the tires, and wasn't even a question. We just threw him on a car, and
Car went straight as a missile.
Right side. 186.59 for land. Jeremy clocks in at 189.91.
I have to give those guys huge credit. They had all the equipment. They had a balancer. They had the beadlocks on the tires within 20 minutes, and we got back out and started making more test and tune passes. Or was it qualifying by then? I can't remember. Anyway, first time with the new tires. I didn't let out. I was on a low map and I ripped off a 189.
187.
No? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, we were at the lowest map we had for the power, not just a drive map. This car have 8 maps, and we keep 1, 2 very mild for the street. 3 will do probably what, high 2s, 6130 on the street.
3 has done 2.7, 60 to 130.
No, we turned it down after that. We were just tuning that car, and then from that map we start transferring to other slots.
And I know that map 4 did 2.6.
Yeah, but anyway, it wasn't the highest map or anything, and 187 is like, oh, okay, we game. We did another pass, and we did 189, and this is when the issue starts. The transmission starts sleeping, the clutch starts sleeping, not the transmission. But the clutch starts sleeping, and we figured out that we need the new TCU file, which after a half a day of fighting, trying, looking, asking, we end up at the AMS guys camp from Chicago. Big thanks to these guys. They flashed the TCU, and we were able to test the car, and it was much better. Because we jumped probably 250, 300 horse between the maps, and this is when the clutch wasn't happy. And then we figured that the current TCU in the car was for 17, 1800 horse, and not in like 21 or 22. The problem we had is we qualified for the slowest class, so we could not turn the car up to run the full potential, because we had a debate overnight. Jeremy, do you want the number or you want to try and get the class? And we decided to go for the class just because it was making sense. We already knew that we accomplished what we wanted. More or less agreed?
More or less agreed. I wanted to take home a trophy, but looking back, I probably should have acknowledged I needed to practice. The way you launch in roll races, I haven't practiced a lot of slingshotting. So I'd love to say that everything was perfectly fair, but there is an element of learning the game, and I haven't done a lot of roll racing at this level. So with 2020 hindsight, I would have just said, let's turn it up as high as we can and make a YOLO pass. But no regrets. I had a blast, and we got the car sorted.
So on the next day on the eliminations, we end up making a buy run just because our race never show up. And Jeremy wanted to save the car for the next race. I said, no, let's try the TCU. So we did 3rd, 4th, 5th gear, pull, heel it out, dropped 180, I think. And then I asked him how the car feels. The car felt amazing. He was smiling and happy and everything. And we were waiting on the next round. We did turn the car up just a hair. We went one map up, right?
Yeah, we went to map 4.
And then the race we lost is just We needed to slingshot the guy, but the guy slingshot us. We dropped higher speed. We ran a 193. We did not want to turn the car up any higher. It didn't make sense not to break out, because the breakout in our class was 196 miles an hour. And I was pretty accurate when I said we're going to drop 193 if everything works out. And it did. We needed one more pass to try and run 2400 horse, but it wasn't an option, because I would, if everything works, then I predict 210, 214, give or take. But it is what it is. For the first time out, being able to qualify between the fastest cars in the world and be in the top 50 of these cars in the world, because the lowest qualified speed is 184 miles an hour. And it's not an easy speed, guys. You gotta have 2,000 horsepower to do that. Well, maybe 15 on the R8s, right?
I think that you're gonna need.
This number is super
1800 plus.
high anyway. Normal car is not capable of doing it. A normal build is not capable of doing it. It's wild. But we made it, and we happy. The car works. The next event is Street Car Takeover Kansas. And I'm going to take my car. Jeremy's more comfortable racing on his own now. Let's not forget the scooters next time, because I'm too old to walk that much. And please like, subscribe, and enjoy the footage from us here in the future. Anything you want to add, buddy?
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for another scooter for you.
Okay, we're gonna start a GoFundMe so I can afford another scooter and we can enjoy the track time better. Too much walking, way too much.
Also, I'm gonna get you like a day at the spa or something, because my God, you need to put in this video all the photos of you like on top of the Lambo, looking like you're some sort of parasite attached to it.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys soon.